What's going on, guys, and welcome to another video. Now, as promised, today we're taking a look at the first Tears of the Kingdom mechanic. Now, I've decided that I want to start with the fuse mechanic, because apparently I really hate myself, I don't know. If you haven't played Tears of the Kingdom, the fuse mechanic essentially allows us to fuse every item in the game to our weapon. Now, this might sound goofy at first, and at times it also really is. But mainly, it's a ton of fun to try to mix and match and find out all these item combinations. So, naturally, as a person that put all those Breath of the Wild runes into Minecraft, I just had to give these new Tears of the Kingdom mechanics a try. There's just one big issue here. These are ridiculously hard to create, man.
Oh no!
Some might even say it's impossible, at least when it comes to data packs. But why exactly? Well, to answer that, let's take a look at how Tears of the Kingdom handles its fuse mechanic. Well, in Tears of the Kingdom there are 116 weapons, 30 bows, 33 shields, 692 materials and 27 Zonai devices. To fuse something, we first need a base weapon, and then any one of those items. If we do the math, we end up with a total of 104,168 unique weapon combinations. I think I don't have to tell you that the game doesn't store a copy for each of those in the system storage. Instead, I think it's pretty much obvious what the game does, and everyone who has played Tears of the Kingdom for a while has probably figured out the system behind it. Each weapon has a few predefined spots where materials can go. For most materials, this sorta creates a mace-like weapon. For others, the material replaces the entire blade part of the weapon. That way, the game can just dynamically create those weapons because all materials follow these same rules. So how can we achieve this with the data pack? Well, we can't. Yeah, we just can't. Look, to just create new item models dynamically, we'd have to mess around with how the game handles items in general. Data packs can't even create a texture, let alone reading them out and merging them together. So, okay, we definitely can't do it in the way Tears of the Kingdom did it. I guess the only way would be if someone would be, I don't know, out of his mind and create a texture for every single item. But who would do such a ridiculous thing? Yeah, well, I did. At least sorta, let me explain. Look, I told you data packs can't do it, but the job is relatively simple to describe, right? Simply take a base item, make the canvas a little bit bigger, grab the second item and put it right around here. Sounds easy, right? Well, even if we only allow swords as a base item, we need to do that around 2000 times. So, unfortunately, it doesn't seem like a solution. Is what I'd say if I wasn't a developer, or in other words, like a guy who enslaves computers to do the work for which he is clearly too lazy for, but moving on. So I wrote this little Python script here that does basically exactly what I just described. And look at that, that is a shit ton of items. At first I was a little scared that my Minecraft would simply go. But to my surprise, it doesn't impact my game at all. Still, for now we only allow swords as a base item, so you can fuse any item to your weapon, but the base has to be a sword. It's not a ton of effort to add more base items. To be honest, I just have to run my script again with a few different parameters. But numbers can get large really quickly here, so I first want to make sure that the current version runs for all of you guys. So great, we got a ton of textures now. I'm actually surprised, that was quite easy. I mean, what could possibly go wrong now?
Hey Craig, it's not selecting the block I want.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't really work on blocks yet. Fine, I'm gonna do it. Why are you still staring? I mean, I just told you Oh wait, that's an armor stand. Okay, so to do blocks, we need to create a model for all the different variations of blocks. There aren't like a ton of those in the game, I mean most of them just use the default cube, but it's still a decent amount. Lucky for us, Minecraft uses the JSON format for its models, which is quite easy to work with. To know which blocks use which model, we simply check this field called parent in every model file. In coding, a parent-child relation usually means that our parent defines something and our child inherits it and can simply extend on the information of the parent. So in that case, the parent defines the model and the child simply overwrites the texture. And for our FUSED items, we can use the exact same system. That way our script can easily generate all the necessary files, because we only need a couple of self-made models and point to them. I then also used my script to give every item a custom name. And thanks to how the ID system in Minecraft works, it really was no big deal at all. Next, I made it output a Minecraft function that links these textures to their item ID. And with that, we had our first prototype. I mean, it's already really cool to combine these items, but these aren't only for display purposes. So let's take a look at their functionality. The system I have in mind works sorta like this. We got an item, for example, a magma cream. Now we want to give this item some properties that describe it. In that case, heat seems like a good fit. But the item also looks relatively fragile, so let's give it a short use tag as well. Lastly, we also give it a fixed value to describe how much extra damage it grants a weapon. When all of this is done, I'll just read out these tags from a weapon, and when we use it, it runs the corresponding function. However, we do need to categorize every item that way. Unfortunately, we can't use a smart script this time, because in order to define these effects, we need to tell what these items essentially are. Computers can't really do that, and heck, even ChatGPT sucks at it. What the f***? But well, I helped myself a little by writing a console application that simplifies this whole process. Alright, now I just need to tag every Minecraft item that exists.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine.
Oh my god, it's finally done. That definitely took longer than I expected. Now that all the items are tagged, I coded in all the fuse effects and our data pack is pretty much done. So let's take a look at what those items can do. Now, of course, the fuse materials will mess with the stats of your weapon. Some items make it stronger, some make it heavier, and some even produces sound. Then there are of course all those well-known effects. For example, heat, cold, or even electric. Wind is also a fun one. It's pretty much like area of effect knockback that lasts for a bunch of seconds. Some of those are quite uncommon. For example, by using an ender pearl, we can create a sword that teleports our enemies away. Boats and minecarts will make your enemies mount those. And naming will give the entity you hit with it a random name. There are 1,000 different options here, which I, let's just say borrowed. Oh, nice, that's mine now. One of my favorite items are the Echo Shark swords. If you hit something with it, it will produce a sonic wave that damages all nearby mobs. And let's be real, it just looks really cool. I wanted to put those fireworks to good use, fuse them to a weapon and hit something. Yup. Just please don't try this at home. Now there are so many different item tags here, and there are so many more. I won't show every effect here because it would really go beyond the scope of this video, but I highly encourage you to check out the data pack for yourself. If you watch carefully though, you have also seen that some of those weapons break really fast, while others definitely last longer. So what's up with that? Well, there are 3 specific fuse tags responsible for that. First, we got one-time use. Many items like eggs, bottles, or the fireworks got this one. And like the name suggests, it means that the item will defuse after a single time using it. There's also short use and durable, but in the end all items will defuse after a couple of uses. In Tears of the Kingdom that technically isn't the case, but the truth is, Minecraft weapons simply last much longer. And I had to come up with a way that expands the durability of those items, while also making sure that a single item won't grant you an OP sword forever. So in short, fusing an item to a weapon will grant you a couple of fused uses, until it reverts to its original state. Alright guys, so that's it for Tears of the Kingdom's fused mechanic in Minecraft. Of course this data pack isn't done yet, and we don't even have a way to obtain Rora's arm either. I'd say for now I'll let the game generate the arm as a loot in dungeon chests, just so you can already play this in survival if you want. I really hope you liked this video, and if so, don't forget to show it by leaving a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Also, of course, a big shout out to Joris who made me this model of the arm, and to Haziki who had this little cameo here in the video. I'm currently thinking of doing the Ascent or Recall ability next, so comment down below which one of those you want to see first. Alright, that's it for today I guess. So see you all in the next one, and goodbye!